Hey guys, welcome back to John and Jay's Football Gossip. Today we're going to be discussing the topic of should Premier League clubs be forced to have this 8 homegrown players rule. And to do that today, we've actually invited Kris Forster from his channel. Go on, Kris.
Oh yeah!
Well, Kris is a good friend of ours. In the link below, there's a video where we did a football challenge with him, and we really showed how much better we are than him. But to see that, click in the link description and please subscribe to his channel. He's a great friend. But yeah, so the topic of homegrown players. What do we think, guys?
Got the Kris, you're the guest.
Cheers,
Go
thanks,
on, you
mate.
start, bro.
I think that homegrown players are super important, especially on like an international scale. You want to. It's that whole idea of like grassroots football. Like you start it at base level and then you slowly build up through the leagues. But there's no point unless there's that opportunity at the top flight football to have that opportunity for the homegrown players to play in the best teams in the English leagues. And then obviously that's just going to build up to the international stage. And that's where you perform the best, is when you've got the best players in the best league playing for your international team.
Okay, so you look at Spain, you look at places like Barcelona, their midfielders, Xavi, Iniesta, both Spanish players.
Yeah.
But a lot of their top flight football, a lot of the teams there have got Spanish players compared to the Premier League where it's mostly foreign. So you're saying like, if we invest in the youngsters, the English youngsters, the better players will come up.
Yeah. Like if you look at like Leicester last season, like Vardy performed really well.
Yeah.
He was in the team.
Yeah.
Great international team, and performed well. Like despite England's result and their final standing, it's okay. That's okay.
You're Welsh anyway, so.
You look at that. He still played well.
Yeah.
And that mirrors the league performance. So all of it works in a cycle, in my opinion. Anyway, I don't know what you think, Jay, but for me, I think that's quite important.
Yeah, definitely. Homegrown players are the most important people on a football team, in my opinion. Homegrown, because it opens up the idea of the England football team. It opens up chances for other things. I personally believe that academy players are essential to any football team, because it shows not only so for Man City, Iniesta, there's one.
Brilliant.
But like this is the thing, like not many teams are actually fully investing and going for their academy players.
Well, look at Rashford. Look at United.
They played a lot of youngsters this year because of injury, but they actually came through and started playing really well.
Exact same thing with Rashford. He's come through, homegrown player, played for United. Okay, fine, granted, due to injuries and like all that stuff, but then he's played international football at the Euros, and and absolutely smashed it. Okay, despite Hodgson, despite like all the controversy.
His 5 minutes of fame were good. Yeah.
but he did prove that. And you look at the other players like Wilshere, who great player when he plays, but the difference in the homegrown player who's played in that season and given that opportunity through the academies, like you say, rather than the player who has the reputation of playing well.
And rocked about his wheelchair 2 weeks before the Euros.
And rocked out.
Okay, good, yeah.
Bitterness there. But yeah, you get my point. So
okay. Brilliant, thanks guys. Like, I understand what you mean about the nation and like how to really help the nation, help England. But if we look at it on the other hand, we look at players like teams like Man City who spend a lot of money on players.
Yeah.
And players who are foreign, who haven't been homegrown. So we look at Aguero, who's just come in a few seasons back from La Liga. And he's come in, while he's been fit, he's been one of the best strikers in the league, maybe even the best. You look at David Silva, great midfielder, comes in from Spain again, but he's tearing apart the midfield. You look at Chelsea with Diego Costa, he's come straight in from, again, Spain. I mean, it's a bit of a theme, but he's come in and lit up the league. And there's loads of other players like that. So where's the balance between having an exciting, one of the best leagues, if not the best league in the world, with a national team who we want to be greater? Which would people prefer? Would they prefer better league or better nation?
I suppose the answer is why can't you have the best of both worlds, though, isn't it?
Okay.
Why can't you have a fair amount of English players who then learn and develop off the players such as Aguero, where you can develop that ability of flair and enjoyment at the same time as being incredibly clinical when you one-on-ones.
Okay, yeah.
It's trying to find a balance instead of just, I don't think not being patriotic is, in an English Premier League match, you should be allowed to not have one English player on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's happened as well.
It's not really an English team then, is it?
Yeah, it's not the English
Premier League.
I think you should have at least probably 3 English players starting per game.
Okay.
I think I totally agree with you.
Or at least 5 in the 18.
Yeah, completely 100% agree with you. I remember once on Twitter or something, me supporting Cardiff, a Welsh team. We were talking about the Premier League and we just got promoted, and then someone tweeted saying, "Oh, can't believe that Cardiff City are in the English Premier League. How ridiculous is this?" And I said, "Have you looked at your team sheet?
Yeah.
Look at your team sheet. It was Chelsea at the time, and there was 2 English players in their 18." And I was like,
"It's probably more in Cardiff than in that."
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "How is that an English team?" And again, with your point, Jay, like learning off Aguero and stuff. Like, if you look at United at the moment, the relationship between Rashford and Zlatan
already there.
It's already there. It's already straight into that mentor role, and Zlatan, extremely exciting player.
Yeah.
Rashford, extremely exciting player. What's going to happen? And he's homegrown. Like that. Like you said, that is the best of both worlds.
It's a dream.
Is it not?
Especially for the big teams now.
But I suppose it's only if it works.
Yeah.
Look at Raheem Sterling at Man City.
Sure.
But then
Has he really come about?
But then there's like Tottenham with Harry Kane and Dele Alli, both English homegrown players.
Yeah.
And Harry Kane, there's an argument there for him being one of the best strikers in the world. And Dele Alli, one of the most exciting young midfielders to come recently.
Definitely.
But this is the thing, isn't it? They've learned off the other players. So, like, clearly in training, Kane's been watching Lamella take corners, and he's learned from that. And this is it.
I was going from the smile on his face.
I knew you could make a joke.
This is the...
So then he tried out the Euros.
Yeah, exactly, and it worked, didn't it?
Oh, great.
Everyone loves a good corner kick taker in Harry Kane.
Brilliant.
Come on.
Brilliant. Well, I think that's all we've got time for. Thank you, Kris, for coming on and doing this talk with us. Very knowledgeable. One of our best friends. Please like his link. Please subscribe to him. He's a great, funny guy. His stories are amazing. And just remember to drink more.
And tell by the tan.
They're inside jokes from his videos. If you want to understand and want to laugh, then watch his videos.
Please do, you'll love them.
And just, subscribe to him. We've been John and Jay's Football Gossip, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
See ya.